Hello and welcome. In this video, I wanted to share with you how I made this thank you card for my Instagram followers for the occasion of reaching 2,000 Instagram followers. I started out by penciling in the letters and I wasn't very happy with them. On one hand, I didn't want to be too perfect with the letters and too meticulous, and so I tried to make them sort of purposefully wonky, but I really wasn't happy with the way the letters were looking, so I drew and erased, and eventually I just, rather than outlining the letters, I drew the letters in one line of pencil and then outlined that line. And my intention was to leave the letters themselves blank and to fill in the negative space in watercolor. I didn't have a particular pattern in mind for the background, but without thinking created these sort of blobs around the letters, and I kept going, and I guess I wasn't too happy with it. So I went over the borders of the watercolor with water and the brush, sort of scrubbing away the borders so that I could create a fluid background without any borders between the shapes. And I kept going, adding various colors as I went along. And when I got close to the letters themselves, I was careful not to paint into the letters. But I didn't do a really great job with the borders of the letters. They're not very straight and meticulous, which is why later on you'll see me blocking the outside of the letters with a gold gel pen. This background reminds me of an assignment I did for Anna Victoria's beginner's watercolor class on Skillshare, which was to make a sort of galaxy by making a similar background to this one and then adding splashes and dots of white to make it look like stars in a galaxy. After the background was dry, I kind of felt like something was missing, and I decided I would doodle over this background with a gold gel pen. And I made these sort of meandering lines that look a little bit like typography lines, and I blocked the border of the letters themselves to make them stand out a little bit more. And I kept going until I filled in the whole background. As I was making this, I wasn't happy with how it was looking. I didn't like it, and rather than quitting and starting something else, I prefer to keep going all the way to the end, because I've experienced in the past when I didn't like something and then other people really liked it, or even I really liked it after letting it sit aside for a while. So I think it's sometimes good to finish what you're making even if you don't like it, because you might be surprised how you'll feel about it once it's finished. It's hard to know how something will look when it's halfway done. It looks different when it's finished. We can sort of imagine how it's going to look, but we don't really know how it looks until it's really finished. So I encourage you to finish your projects, even if you don't like them. Finish them all the way and see how you feel about them once they're done. After having left this card aside for a little while and coming back to it, I kind of liked it, so I'm happy I finished this one. This was a really fun exercise with watercolor, with line work, with controlling my paintbrush. I was also happy to have this opportunity to be thankful for my Instagram followers who have been very supportive and very kind to me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and share on social media. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, and I will see you next time.